A good night for a ball game in downtown San Diego. The Cubs and the Padres are coming up next. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Central leading Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. James Newcomb will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Freeman is there, and it's a first pitch out to start the ball game. Torrey Hunter will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Now Hunter swings and sends a high drive carrying to deep left field. And this will find the seats in left for a home run. Roger Bernardina will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
It's worth noting that he's leaving the ball up here to these first few hitters. He's already bitten him once. He's lucky it didn't bite him here.
Albert Pujols will stand in now as you check out his OPS, that number translating into on base plus slugging, and his is in the stratosphere so far. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. Alfonso Soriano will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race. First pitch to him. Back up the middle and right over the bag into center field for a 2-out single.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Jason Castro will stride forward, currently sitting in 6th place in the race for the National League hitting crown. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Soriano holding now the pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. But they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already, and that last one was smoked.
Now a fastball driven on a line out to left. This is going to split the gap and get down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. They've doubled their lead now to 4-0.
Right here should be the one that finally chases this guy. I mean, he's pretty clearly not right out there. And I would be absolutely shocked if they don't come out and hook him right now.
Marcus Semien will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. First pitch on the way. Swing and a hard grounder down the line at third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game.
This is rapidly becoming no contest here in the very first inning. I mean, when you're at 5-0, you're right on the edge of this game getting away from you basically before it even starts. They've got to stop the bleeding here and not let any more runs across.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to A very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Elvis Andrus will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Now you have to figure he's going to be pretty relaxed out there on the mound. His guys struck for 5 runs in the first, and you know that's music to any starting pitcher's ears.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Dustin Pedroia will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Freddie Freeman will take his first cuts now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up over the 320 mark. Andrus leading from second. The pitch. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Soriano has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball, but he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Trevor Plouffe comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. 1 there, back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. James Newcomb will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he goes right with the fastball here. A drive out to deep right center field. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Torrey Hunter will stand in again. He homered his first time around. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Roger Bernardina will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. And a fastball here as he rides it the other way into left, a base hit.
You want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher? Give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. Alfonso Soriano will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Now the first pitch. Runners on the move for second. And Soto can't hang on as it gets away. And he'll be in there at second without a throw, in fact. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now for Bernardina, he picks up stolen base number 9 on the year so far. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And now the runner's trying for third. Brantley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 6 and the Padres nothing. Michael Brantley will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Here we go. And this is fouled back and out of play. The next 0-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Fouled back. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And a rather easy first out.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Nick Markakis is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away. Leonis Martin will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Jason Castro is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Catcher, Jason Castro.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a swing and a high pop out that looks to be headed beyond the pitcher's mound. And 1 away now here in the Chicago third. Alex Gonzalez will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Pitching for the Padres, number 32, Ben Mazzaro.
Pedroia on to first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch. Giovanni Soto makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
We have to count 0-2.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Ready with another 0-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And Soto able to lay off there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. About time, boys.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a ball hit in the air to left center. Therefore it is Bernardina, and he's got it one away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Elvis Andrus will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Castro will stay with this one to make the play, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. Hisashi Iwakuma will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Here's the first offering. First pitch of the inning here is wrapped right back from where it came, and that'll get into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, and just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
James Newcomb will dig in. A home run his last time. First pitch of the at-bat is lined hard into out there for extra bases.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Corey Hunter will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Well, you accomplished 2 things on that last swing. Number one, obviously you drive in that run with the sacrifice fly. But because that ball was hit so deep, it allows the second runner to move up another 90 feet as well.
Roger Bernardina will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Here's a fastball that he laces the other way into left, and this will split the gap for extra bases. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
And now that's already 8 runs they've pushed across the plate here in the first few innings. And I don't know what's gotten into these guys, but they've definitely had the bats working so far.
Albert Pujols will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. That's hard hit back up the middle. Tough throw to first. Throw on to Freeman is low, but Freddie able to dig it out. A nice play there. Alfonso Soriano will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. And he goes after a fastball, but pops it up back behind second base. And Pedroia will make the catch, and the inning is over. Dustin Pedroia will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Well, he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2.
Here we go.
Fouled straight back. Another 0-2 coming. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. called foul off to the left, so they'll try it again. Now a ball line foul as that's in the seats over the Padre dugout. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Castro able to look it in, and that's a frustrating first out. Freddie Freeman will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Trevor Plouffe will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
And that'll be grounded foul off to the left and near Glenn Hoffman, the third base coach. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Jason Castro will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Catcher, Jason Castro.
Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. Alex Gonzalez will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. 1. That last home run traveling an estimated 412 feet. Line hard into left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Marcus Semien will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Swinging a hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Swinging a shot toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. James Newcomb will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a slider hit pretty well, but he might have got under it just a bit as this is out toward deep center. Martin will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Middle of the night downtown. Michael Brantley will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Gonzalez is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. And this is fouled back and out of play. This is pulled on the ground to second. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away. Leonis Martin will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Preston Claiborne will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Torrey Hunter will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Fouled back. Oh, and he turns another one around here. This one to deep left center field. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. Roger Bernardina will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out. Albert Pujols will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. Alfonso Soriano will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Lined hard to center field. Martin is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Jason Castro will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Martin is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Giovanni Soto will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had him off balance all game.
And Gonzalez throws on to first for the out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
And this rain is intensifying now. This is as hard as it's come down all night.
On the ground to short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Out in front of the fastball here as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit. Dustin Pedroia will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And this ball will be chopped foul. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Andrus holding, and now the pitch. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Back here at Petco Park. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Alex Gonzalez will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. And the first pitch of the inning is lined into left field, and there's a leadoff base runner.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Out of play. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to 2nd and 3rd now as they're looking to cash in.
Hisashi Iwakuma will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Martin is there. Let's see if they try it. And no shot of testing anything there. He'll hold on at 3rd with 1 gone. James Newcomb will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it. But I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And a little... Freddie Freeman will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And the 3rd baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind 3rd. No problem here, 1 away.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt, as you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Trevor Plouffe is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And that's in there for a called 3rd strike on the split-fingered fastball, 2 away.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Michael Brantley is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And 3 called and the side is retired. Chris Perez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Roger Bernardina will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th. Albert Pujols will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Now a ball headed for the alley in right center, and on the first pitch of the at-bat, it's going to find that alley for extra bases. Around 3rd and being waved on home.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there, and who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far, and that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Jason Castro will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. Swing and a liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Alex Gonzalez will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Here's the first offering. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
And this offensive explosion continues. They're now up to 14 runs in the game. EK, you can't even count that high. And I think defensively, you got to be saying right now, what do we got to do to get these guys out?
And this will be fouled away. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Martin is going to get there as that familiar ocean air. Nick Markakis will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And Hunter will put this one away without much effort for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. It's shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Leonis Martin is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
Fouled straight back. Here's the 1-2. And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Castro able to make the play here, and there now are 2 away. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Giovanni Soto will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
That's to first. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the Padres down in order. But this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Brian Dunzing will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Hisashi Iwakuma will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Hard hit towards center. Martin is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9. James Newcomb will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one. And here's the first pitch. Now the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground to 3rd. On to Freeman at 1st, and there are 2 away now. Torrey Hunter stand in with 2 home runs already under his belt in this one. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Roger Bernardina will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Will Jackson will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Jordan Pacheco will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Elvis Andrews will step in, a base hit in his last time. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. And he's been a tough out all game long.
Dustin Pedroia is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion. Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Freddie Freeman will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Well hit to right, and that hook's just fouled. Boy, not by much more than an inch or 2 there. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here he comes on 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Well, and he has some trouble with it.
Well, they had played error-free ball until this point, but they're not going to be able to keep that up through the whole way. They wind up making their first error of the ball game right here in the 9th inning. Now they've got to make sure that it doesn't come back and bite them.
Trevor Plouffe will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Boy, another night and another victory. How much longer can they keep it up? I mean, this has been incredible to watch.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And the Cubs were led tonight by the offensive exploits of this man, Albert Pujols. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB.